Fantastic. So, we're going to start after your fantastic work on the body painting, and we're starting with that muscle. Can someone, without this, not this group, any other group knows the name of this muscle? Biceps brachii. This is the full name, biceps brachii. Brachium is the name of the humerus actually. So the group name, humerus brachii, arm. And why does it call biceps? Two what? Two heads. Do you see the two heads? Yeah? Okay. And it goes below the elbow. So which joint this muscle would be acting on? Two joints. Shoulders and elbow. Yeah. Because it crosses there. Good. The majority of it, because the muscle is in front of the joint, which movement it would do? Fantastic. There you are. Who needs books, right? Really try to work it out yourself. Another muscle, another joint is the shoulder, and it crosses the front, so it will do shoulder flexion. So together it will do this movement. Yeah. Actually, even more, because it attached to the radius. You don't supposed to know this. What it does also is supination. So look at what this muscle does. It's very interesting. It does from here, it does that. So which movement we're doing? No? Which functional movement it does? Feeding. Feeding. Yeah. It's called the muscle of feeding. Because what it does, it supinate, flex the elbow and the shoulder. Kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah. So when you reach the popcorn when you're seeing the movie, then you know. Right, biceps. Great. Next is, this muscle is from the shoulder scapula, from the scapula. And what it does, it takes the scapula up. Do you see how it moves? Yeah? So what's the name of this movement? Elevation. Fantastic. Elevation of the shoulder blade or the scapula. Good. So I'll give you an example. Who's having a mobile phone here?
What's that muscle?
Levator scapula. Somebody's having a mobile phone. Can I take that? Yeah? Okay. When people talk on the mobile phone like that, you see what happened, and they're coming and complaining? Who's having a bag? Quickly. Good. Good. You see where the problem starts?
It should be maybe other way. No?
Good. No, because what happened, you don't want it to glide, so you contract it.
Because you don't want it to fall off your shoulder.
Yes, you don't want it to fall on the shoulders. Good. And the last one, come around, is the muscle that attached to the side of the neck. Very hard to palpate it, because it's very small, and it's called scalenes. If you would look at the skeleton, it would be right on the side of it. Yeah, very hard to palpate. We'll need to find time to do that some other time. Yeah? So, thank you. Fantastic. Very good job. Very clear. Good. Next one. Good. Oh, great. Okay. The first one, this muscle in front, is the muscle that I think you should know the name. Tibialis. And it's in front, so? Anterior. Good. Now, can you contract it? Can you do that movement? Yeah, good. Oh, fantastic. Can you do all this movement? And you can feel it. Put your finger there. Can you feel it? Contracting? Yeah. So, good. So that's what the muscle does. It's called dorsiflexion. And it does some other movement into the foot. Good. Now, we have another muscle that is opposite direction. How do we call these opposite muscles? Antagonist. So the first muscle is that. The second muscle, come and raise on your toes. Yeah? That is where it's tightened. Yeah? Raise on your toes, and that's called soleus. it has there are the two muscles, soleus, and above that there is another muscle that comes above the knee called gastrocnemius. Anyone draw the gastrocnemius? No. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good. Lucas, thank you. Let's start with the front. Abdominal. Abdominal. It is diagonal, so it is abdominal abdominal oblique muscle. Yeah. There is another muscle coming in the center here, but that muscle is oblique, and it would help in actually many things like moving forward, turning your spine, but also things like sneezing or laughing. Yeah. Or sometimes shouting. Now laugh again. Yeah, you see that? You see? Thank you. Good. On the back? Oh, on the back. On the back, it's in the lumbar, and it looks like a quadrant shape. Quadratus lumbarum. There you are. I tell you, a lot of it is already there, weaved into what you've learned. So think about it this way, and it's going to be easy for you. And the other one that continues all the way, any guess? John? Erector spinae. Yeah? Erector spinae. Thank you. Maria? Good. So which muscle is first, Maria? This green one?
Help me. Which one?
The green one here?
That is the sternocleidomastoid muscle.
No, deltoid. Deltoid.
Oh yes.
Yes, the deltoid. Now it looks like a delta shape. Yeah. It's actually a funny muscle because it starts on the front, go on to the side, and actually even go a little bit to the back. So it wraps around the whole shoulder. The majority of the movement, because it's lateral, what do you think would be the movement of it? Abduction. Yeah, abduction, exactly. Abduction. Yeah? Does it make sense? Yeah? Good. And do it again, please. Yeah? Okay, you can see how the muscle gets tighter. Good. Next one is the triceps. Triceps, you come into. Good. Is the triceps, and it has 3 heads. You see blue, red, and blue. That's why it's called triceps. Tri for 3. And it goes and attached to the below the elbow. So it does opposite than biceps. Yeah. What it does, it actually straighten the elbow. So if you need to push yourself, then it would be kind of very, very active then. Good. What else in here? This one.
I think that was the.
This one is the flexors. Flexors of the fingers and the wrist. Yeah. So remember we did that movement. Yeah. And we felt it. Now it's in the front of the forearm, so it is about flexion. Yeah. And it actually goes all the way to the fingers and allow you to hold, and wrap your fingers against. And I think the last one is brachioradialis.
Yeah, that's the one.
And it's if you want to feel it, can you do that? Bring your elbow into neutral position like that. Press it and try to resist. So you try to flex. Do you see a small muscle come out? Yeah? That's it. Yeah. Yes, it needs to be more in the center, right in the center there. Now, can you press in there? It should feel tender. Yeah? It's muscle that has a lot of trigger point because we're kind of busy with keyboards and mouse, and it can develop a lot of trigger point. There are a lot of tension there, especially office workers. Yeah, a little bit more in here. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Next then. Good. So let's start facing forward. Good. So any suggestion? Which muscle is that? Quadriceps, good. Now, really, quadriceps are 4 muscles, but we learn them as a group. There are the vastus medialis, lateralis, and other names, but you don't need to know them. Learn them as a group, and they actually attach to the hip itself and go below this bone. What's the name of this bone? Patella. It's fantastic, good. And they go and attach to the tibia. So what they do mostly, fantastic for kicking balls, yeah? They do that, yeah? And also in walking, they swing the leg forward. So they do that movement, you know, flex the hip a little bit and straighten the knee. Yeah, and then you press and then you pass on your movement to the next one. Okay, thank you. Yes, the other side is actually lots of muscles together. I think 2. Yeah, we have the hamstring. Yeah, what is the relationship between those two? What's the relationship between quads and the hamstring? Are they opposite, right? Yeah. They do the opposite because they are located the opposite. Good. So this is the hamstring, and this one is the gastrocnemius. Gastrocnemius. Yeah. If you raise your weight, yes, this is where this muscle gets really, really tight and lift ourselves up.
But this is two muscles. Yeah.
So probably you put the soleus underneath. Yeah?
Probably.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And we're getting to... Yeah? Tanya? Yeah, good. So, one of the money muscle. Guys, which muscle is that? Trapezius. Very important, you know, from the head. And it has a trapezius shape. What's the name of this bone in here? Great. What's the name of this muscle on the side? Rhomboid. Good. Now, let's guess what this muscle does, okay? This is the scapula, and it attaches between the spine and the scapula. It can do either this one or the other one. What do you think? Not extension, it's called retraction or protraction. So what is it? Retraction. You can even see, can you do that again back there? Can you see how it becomes shorter? And now it becomes longer, yes? So this is how you stretch it. And this is how you contract it, yeah?
It's another muscle that stretches it though, right?
Sorry?
Would it be another muscle that
It will be the other muscle that in front that would stretch it. Pectoralis muscle, we haven't talked about it yet. That's it? Fantastic, great. Anna?
No.
One more? Good. Extensor. Extensors of the forearm, yes? If this is the flexors, so the extensors are doing the opposite of flexion. They actually extend your hand and wrist like that. So when Hannah's doing it, I can actually feel the muscle very tightening in here. You feel that? Yeah? Also, it can have a trigger point. Can you do that and do this to your extend and flex, your fingers? You could feel it. And if you dig in deep, it can be quite sore there. Yeah? It can be quite sore. Another very common active trigger point. Yeah? Which can cause even pins and needles on the forearms. Yeah? Is it the same?
Yeah.
Both of them the same. Okay. Fantastic, good. I think around here we've covered, say, about half of the muscles. Yeah? Now, okay, you might remember today 3 or 4, but that means that with the time, go and watch this video again and again and you will get it. Yeah? You will get it. Okay? Great. Thank you.